Hey, it's me, Gareth from Port Monkeys, and Janet's here with me. And we're getting off the Sapphire Princess today in beautiful Buenos Aires, Argentina. And we're gonna try to buy a tour or something, see the sights, maybe a tango show. She's here with us.
Hello.
They're all here. And so you have to ride these little buses back and forth through the port because it's what they call a container port. See that? Containers. So kind of like Mazatlan, you know, you ride the little tram. These guys have buses to take you back and forth. Some people are still getting on because we've been here since yesterday and the ship leaves tonight. So people are still showing up, you know, flight delays and whatnot. This guy's here. We got off the little bus that brings you from the ship through the port, and then you walk over here and you go inside this building, and then on the other side of the building is the city, although we're, you know, down in the port area, so there's really not much to see around here, I don't think. When you come back, they're going to x-ray your stuff and you. Here's the ship's photographers waiting to take your picture, and people selling tours, I hope. Not right now. So here's a tourist map of what we're doing, and we're going to see a tango show and eat lunch in a huge auditorium. $50 each. It's Mansion Tango, Tour Guru official travel agency. Well, see, yeah, there's the tango people, and there's the restaurant, we'll call it, the cafeteria. But it is a big steak, the best Argentine beef. So well, we booked the tour right there, and now there's this little shopping mall in here with the Hard Rock Cafe and I Love Gifts. We did the tour because it's almost 11 now, and it's supposed to be 100 degrees outside today. We were going to walk around Buenos Aires, but that ship sailed. We had to go through immigration this morning, and they just now opened. So we just got done with immigration. 3 US 15 Rs. Coke machine, snack bar. So we're gonna wait here for half an hour and then get on this bus. If you're into football, yes, soccer, they have all these things. If you're into leather, they have these. That's 89,000 of their dollars. 200 to the dollar, to the US dollar, approximately. So if you can read Spanish, I'm guessing that's what these are. One port, one nation. Comfortably numb. Anyway, and then there's these seats where people are waiting. No smoking. I imagine there's free Wi-Fi here or something. I don't ever use that, but well, I should say never. But we're just waiting around for our tour. So after you go by the little shops there's this big area with policemen. Map of the city you can get. To the city. Just follow the arrows. And then once you're out in the city. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Or should I say Argentina? Janet. Well, I came back inside. That was the snack bar I showed you earlier. You know, there's a little shopping center. There's this little restaurant here if you're hungry. Notice it's fenced in though out there. You have to go past the guards where we just were to actually get out. And I guess this is the taxi station right here where you can get organized, get a ride somewhere. Notice that sign says $1 is $189 of their money. On my currency exchange on my phone it says it's $198 today, so they're making a little bit off the exchange. I put that in there for people who want to exchange their currency. Of course, you're going to pay to exchange your currency too, right? So check the price before you leave. So I think they will exchange your money there. I'm not sure. They're open. There's something wrong with that sign. Just an example, these little ceramic cups, this would be about $12 US, $10 US. It's probably about $10, maybe $9. I'm not sure what that's made of. I would imagine things out in town are cheaper, but you know, if you're not going to be out in town. We asked about mailing a postcard home. They sell the stamps here, but it's $4 to mail a postcard. They have giant pencils with giant pencil sharpeners. And of course, magnets. Magnets, magnets, magnets. Let's get a closer look. There is some flickering going on with these lights. And I guess those are models up there. Probably paper models. Shirts, keychains. Very few things with a price on it. So we're on the bus going to our tour.
People, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
That's our tour guide.
My name is Rita, and I'll be your tour guide.
That's lovely, Rita, meter maid.
Our
Tour guide.
driver is Matthias.
There are
Matthew.
7 of us, it looks like. So I don't know how it's going to be, but this is the port. There are a lot of policemen down here. See
So
all that?
nowadays is the
This is Plaza
so
Canada.
noisy and crowded.
Lots of bus stops here. Buses
no,
going
this
everywhere,
is
different
very
countries
crowded.
even.
Why? Because on the right you have the train station.
Well, that's the
So
train
you have 3
station.
buildings for the train station. At least 2 million.
Not sure if that means retired
Everything on
or
the
what.
street. It's not Charles was a French landscaper, and right here with the mission to design parks.
Here's a Charles. Look at that
In the
dog
park,
walker.
You're going to see a
Hey,
walk,
he's lost one.
An artwork
Wonder if
from
he knows that.
Montero, the Colombian artist. I don't know if you remember Montero. Maybe people in California, there is one exactly like this one in Beverly Hills. I don't know if you remember that.
It's a university.
See this? Law University was built during the 40s and it's a part of the National University. So here when you say national, it's free. University is free.
So we've debussed. That's the National University. And this is the flower. She called it the United Nations flower. There's another park over here on the other side. And we are in Recoleta, so the cemetery is around here someplace. I think we're gonna walk up there. I don't know. Janet's with me. Our tour group is about 7 people. Like I said, this has something to do with the United Nations, I believe. And our tour guide was saying somewhere in there is a chain, and it opens and closes, but it's broken, so it's not going to open and close. Not sure what the idea of this is, but or what the idea of these people posing in front of it is. Floralis generica. Out of whose picture? I'm not in their picture.
They were taking a selfie.
So am I. That's how far it is to other places in minutes, right? The cemetery is 12 minutes walking. Police station with a golden horse.
The area with park. But
front.
you see,
So this is Palermo,
closing the
quarter
Japanese garden.
of the city
So
called
on your
Palermo.
left, that wall,
And that's
the
Club
white
de
wall,
Amigos, Friends Club,
during
Galileo
this time,
Planetarium.
the middle of 19th century, our
And there's a
Constitution,
statue.
national Constitution was brighter.
This is a very
And
big
the
park
governor
area.
had to leave the power, and the house
Our
that
guide
was
says the
here,
city
that
provides free
was
bicycles
removed,
for an
but
hour.
the house was here. And with the time,
And if you need more time, you put your bike back and grab a different one for another hour.
During that time, there was a Spanish community.
Present from Spain.
It was strange because the present came for the first centennial of our revolution, but the revolution was against Spanish people.
So
the
this used to be a
had
family house.
4 members,
But in the stock market crash of 1929, most of them lost most of their money.
60 servants, 4
So-
people. Cattle, farms, agriculture,
Not sure what
Yeah.
that is.
yes.
Automobile Club.
Yes, it was
Triple A?
but after the
So
house
that's the National
that was
Library
used
there.
for the presidents in
Used to be a
Argentina.
house there though.
So nowadays the presidents during the government
Mansion.
have
She
another
calls them
house
palaces.
that is
So right up in there is the
For the
Eva
social
Perón
work
monument because she
that
died
she did
in the
that
house
time.
where the library is
And
now.
Because
Oh,
she
here it
was
is,
not
right here.
the first lady, like the first lady that till that moment Argentina had. Because the first lady was a lady behind the president, and Eva was beside the president. That was complete.
So we are now in the Recoleta quarter,
if
you can call it that.
For me. So I have a place there with armchairs and a desk, so I can
Notice the
connect
street
the
lights?
notebook. I can work inside.
Gas lamp
and
quarter?
I can use everything like a desk. It's free.
They do have their share of
Yes.
graffiti even on Rodeo Drive in Recoleta.
So on both sides also you're going to see art galleries. We have a special night once a month
Those
that
doors.
we name the gallery night. During the gallery night they put a carpet, a red carpet, and the gallery nights are open to 2 a.m.
This is the
Okay.
Cologne Theater.
And the first opera,
And it's the opera
the first
house.
opera was Aida of Giuseppe Verdi. Capacity is 3,000 people.
And there's the
Here.
obelisk.
So when people is happy, they come
You
here.
might remember this
That is
from
a mental
the
point when people is happy.
World Cup, right? When they won the World Cup. Looks like
They
they're
are preparing something.
doing some things. She
Yeah.
says it's a meeting point.
So
Everyone
imagine
goes to
during
the
the last
obelisk
World
to
Cup.
meet people.
No,
Now let's meet
was
at the
Greece.
obelisk.
Greece.
And there's McDonald's with crispy chicken.
The bus couldn't
McCrispy
arrive
chicken.
with the players.
So it's a
They had
huge,
to fly
huge
to a
avenue.
helicopter.
This was City Hall
They
when
named it
Spain
Caminito. It was a city
ran the
hall.
place.
The square is the main square that for us it's the main square.
The clock
on
has
the
the right
other
time
side
now.
of the square on the left, you
So
can
there's
see the
Casa
big building
Rosada,
that is the government house.
which was Eva
The
Perón's
president
palace.
doesn't live here.
So we got off the bus here at Plaza de Mayo. And this is where the Casa Rosada is. Rosada. And that's it. Which is now like the She says the president of the country works there, but he doesn't live there. I believe it was Eva and Juan Perón's mansion, palace, back in the day. 25th of May, 1810. And somebody's performing there, so we don't want anything to do with that. We've got a half an hour here. So this pile of rocks, notice there's words on them, names of family members or family names. They threw at this statue when they were upset in some revolution or something. I will look it up and let you know. So there it is. It's got a heart. So have a heart. And that says Banco. Help some foreigners there. So I'm not sure what this is. A guy selling stuff. There it is. They call it the Pink Palace, but yeah, it's not really pink. And I don't know what the meaning of the two different little flags are. I do see an armed guard up on top, and there's one out in front, right there, of course. But this is Plaza de Mayo. So we walk back over. Hope you noticed the big flag. I guess she's done till the next song. Boy, it must be hot dancing like that. I mentioned the street lights before. Those look like they might be solar powered. So they're probably not gas powered. So it's not the gas lamp ordered. Hey, another clock. And I think this is the subway, see? Sub-T. I didn't realize they had a subway. Let's walk down there. They have a subway in Buenos Aires. And he sells tickets. Oh, there's one now. I guess I could buy my ticket there, my boleta. Oh, that's a nice clean subway, right? There's a map. Times. Prices. No street, no cars, motorcycle. Look at this street. Came down this street, which may be called Defensa. And there's a Farmacia della Estrella Homeopatia. Guess what? Homeopathic remedies and bamboo. And we came to this church. And the statue up there has a netting around it. And it's not open. Capilla San Roque. Janet says we can go in this way maybe. Maybe it's a gift shop. Maybe it costs. Basilica is closed. Hola.
You speak Spanish? No, in English.
Inglés, yes. Sí.
Okay.
These are closed.
Okay, no. See, the church is closed for renovation. Open in August, September. Only open now, only Museo Franciscano. The Museo Franciscano inside in the church is here. It's here, Museo Franciscano.
Okay.
The ticket for person is 100 pesos.
No, we got a bus to catch, but we just thought we'd have a look. Yes. Gracias, muchas gracias.
No,
Anyway, it's closed. As you can see, the gentleman helped us out, practiced our Spanish with him. But we need to catch a bus to go see a tango show and eat some steak, hopefully. Lots of touristy looking people down here. They do have a Chinese restaurant, although maybe it's a little racist. You probably can't see those, but there's little gun marks, bullet marks, bullet holes on those pillars. So this is a federal building, and that's why it's bullet holes, because people were upset at one point. You got a Russian Orthodox church way up there. That's the replica of Admiral Brown's house. Admiral Brown started the Argentine Navy. He was in the U.S. Navy.
So La Boca in old times was famous because the first port was here. But
Boca Junior.
Among us, we call
soccer stadium over there. You see that?
Box, La Bombonera.
It's big. And soccer fields, pitches everywhere. Mas obras,
Swedish ship came first, and they took the colors from
the stadium there.
You remember the Swedish bronze
Oh,
blue?
I guess we're gonna go down there. Boca Junior.
Yes. It's very famous, good for soccer, but you can make 20 different sports in this club. Of course, soccer is the most important because the house inside was covered with wood. So many times the house was on fire, and the other house beside, and the other, and all the block, and they had not the firefighters.
So everything's
So they had to ride a horse
or yellow and blue.
to the downtown, and then
except this place maybe.
firefighters
Yeah, these
came
shirts
here
are.
with horses. So the Italian people had the idea to make a corps of volunteers that till nowadays are working here
this
in
is-
this quarter. Another curiosity here is that the typical house is very colorful. That is, you remember, the colorful. Because
Lots of
they
shops
painted
down
with
here.
reds. They were poor. They had not money to buy paint. So they went to the port and they asked the rest of paint of the fishing boats. And they painted with reds, a part of yellow, a part of blue. And the result was very funny and happy because it's a colorful house when the port was working. When the train
This
was
is Caminito
running to the
Drive.
port, but
And it
when
looks
the
like a
port was
wild
closed,
place.
it was not necessary, the train line. So
So we got off the bus on Caminito Street. And it's a street with a bunch of shops and stuff. Pretty famous. Art, too. Look at this. Oh, look at that.
Ciao. Hello, you work on Tango picture?
Ah, she wants to take pictures with us for money. Some of that. Restaurants. Tango. So what are people taking pictures of? This. I guess.
Buena, viví en como Carreño 2 años y después me mudé a Santiago.
There are lots of people taking pictures here. I guess it's pretty picturesque. Kind of wild, really. It's got these statues, different statues of different things. Paintings you can't even see on the buildings there. Murals, I guess we'll call them. This area was the port previously. And now they've had to move the port because of sediment building up from the river. De la Plata. Rio de la Plata. Hi. here's a lot of people posing by this place. I'm surprised how many people want me to take my picture with them. But, oh, look at this. Here's a very busy street. Sidewalk cafes. So I'm not sure which street is Caminito because we've been on 3 different streets now. But look at this, here's your beer right here. There's a big flea market or whatever. Weird smells. Kind of smells like A1 steak sauce. Some lady performing. Red lights or red tarp with sunlight, I guess. Here's Punto Caminito, so another little shopping center, or big shopping center. And another one on this side. Look at the tile floor in there. Super Chori. Don't know what that is. Euro dollars 365. Don't know if that's correct. Corazon de Tango. Tango of the heart. Look at these. In case you need a World Cup. This is 5 pesos, 500 pesos. To pose with that, I guess. Look up there. Let's walk in here. Whoa! Pigeon catching in Buenos Aires. Hey, some tango going on. No tango. There's another World Cup. There's the police. And some train tracks, but a guy's parked on them, so maybe they don't use them anymore, huh? I mean, I don't know. And this is the street we came from, right? So lots of little handicrafts and not so handicrafts. And music. Don't think they'll let me bring those back on the ship. Above the rooftops. I guess we walked into a performance. that's it, Caminito. That's it up high. And I guess there's more. If you got a few hours, there's more. We're gonna get on our bus, which should be right down here. We're leaving Caminito. There's a lot of shops in here. The tour guide said this area was originally settled by the Italians. La Boca. They have Huggies. We're headed to our show, I believe. Originally this was the main port, but then they had to move the port because of the sand, like I said, the sediment from the river. Some little fishing boats, tugboats.
The casino in the city is on a boat because
Hey,
we have
riverboat
a law
casino.
that say that it's forbidden to have a casino in the city. So it's not in the city, it's on the water.
I haven't seen it. This is the second place
And if you see
where they built a port in
the
Buenos Aires.
warehouses here,
But it
on
got
the
sediment
right,
too.
now they are cinemas,
Of course, the current port is where the ship is.
offices,
That's the
or private apartments.
third try is a charm.
The view is wonderful, but of course
So this is the new
they're
area.
very
that they built.
expensive, and the people that is living here.
That's the Catholic University right there.
All people prefer to live in Recole. It's the traditional word. It's the traditional word.
On the right.
You see on the right, you can see the figure of Perón. The
Ah,
building behind is a custom house. And that building on the right, we saw that is the defense ministry. So you see the architecture at the end of 19th century, Argentina was a rich country. So that you can see through the architecture that the buildings had. The Tango grew up on the south.
Malvinas nos une.
So at the beginning, you are close to the
That's the
prostitution
Falkland Islands.
houses, close to the port. So that's why it was related with prostitution, and people didn't accept the tango. It's another tour.
Look in that
It's another tour.
See the area
It is,
near the top of that building?
he's so funny.
It's like open.
I love him. He's so funny.
So that's our bus. We're getting off. It's going back to drop people at the ship. We're going in this unmarked place. Salon Teatro is what it says on the floor. 1858 to 1913. So I don't know what happened after 1913, but it appears to still be here.
I need to get my glasses out of here.
Hey, photographer. So we must be in the front row. Ish. So it's apparently starting already, and we just sat down. The place is mostly empty. Probably can't see that very well. So they brought us steak and potatoes. I think there's onions on the potatoes. Of course, the show's still going on. she moved on. Okay. So
Their standard.
the leche, whatever they're selling in the stores there. Dulce.
Tres leches.
Dulce. Well, our tango experience is over, and our driver's here. It's almost 4, so we're gonna go.
Yeah, you need to go.
Yeah,
You need to go. Be careful when you
kind of rushing us out. Okay, thank you. That's our driver up there, the woman.
Bye.
Pasta. Then we got on this little van with very narrow seats. Here's the home of Kentucky Pizza since 1942. We're headed back to the ship now.
You're in a steak eating contest.
A lot of stores along here. I don't know what area of town this is. I'll look it up for you. But a lot of regular shopping. And the Uruguay subway station. I think we're there tomorrow. Not the subway, Montevideo. Pasta. Sbarro. Some of these buildings look really old, and some, like Burger King, looks brand new, right? Teatro Broadway. Sex shop. I love gifts. Hey, we're back out here. The obelisk is down there. I can see it. Huh. Well, maybe it's not. There's your KFC. So here's some of those tall buildings with the sun behind them. So we call that backlighting. So here's more of those tall buildings. They go for a mile here. Completely different than the rest of the town. So we came back through the port, through the stores. Now we're headed for the little bus to take us back to the ship, which is over there someplace. Hello. And we're back to the ship now. Sapphire Princess Cruises. They have this for you. Hi. We're back from our tour. We walked off the ship, and right there in the terminal building, we talked to some people, you know, tour selling people, and they talked to us about a tango show with a steak lunch, and we said, but what about a city tour? And so for $50 we got it all, and it was about 5 hours total. We made several stops on the city tour. Caminito is my favorite place. It's all colorful. Well, you saw in the video, right? But I liked it best. Janet?
The tango show was a lot of fun. We had 4 different couples dancing.
5 if you count us.
Yeah, 6 because we were 2 couples.
Oh, okay.
We had heard so much about the Argentine beef. We were excited about the steak. I had to send my first one back, and the second one he
She
had
sent to
eat.
me,
Yeah.
and I gave her mine, which was pretty good.
So
So,
hit and miss.
but you know, it was a, what do I want to call it, a conveyor belt show. You know, they put us in and they set food in front of us almost immediately. The show started as soon as we sat down, and within an hour it was all over. So, but you saw the video. Anyway,
It was
I
fun.
recommend it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever company I said we booked with, which I don't remember the name now. That,
Viva something.
like I say, they're right when you get off the ship. There was a whole bunch of them selling tours.
But as we walked, also coming back from the tour, there were little street vendors selling the steak dinners and stuff, and they looked delicious. So you don't have to do one of these shows.
No, you don't.
And they had tango shows at all these little venues also.
Oh yeah, in Caminito. I
Yeah.
hope I'm saying that right. There was a tango show in almost every restaurant going on, or
Yeah.
somebody playing a guitar and singing or whatever. So Buenos Aires, fun place. Lots to do.
I probably would have just gone with the city tour and then stopped at a restaurant myself, as opposed to going to this big auditorium for the dinner and show. Wasn't all it was cracked up to be, in my opinion.
But it was 4 couples instead of just 1. And it was almost an hour instead of just 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
yeah.
I don't know, we didn't stand around there long enough looking at the other ones in the restaurants. Anyway, but thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
So,
So,
Port
this is
Monkeys
Janet
out.
saying bye from
Buenos Aires, Argentina.